This video is about apostrophes. It corresponds to section 7.12.4 of the Applied Analog Electronics textbook. Now, there are two uses for apostrophes in English. One of them is for contractions. And here, the apostrophe replaces something that's missing, that's been contracted out of the word. For example, in don't, which is a contraction for do not, the O has been omitted and an apostrophe replaces it. The other use we have is for possessives. And there we have apostrophe S at the end of a word. For instance, child's, to indicate something possessed by the child. For plurals, things get a little bit different. Now, for child, it's fairly simple because the plural is an irregular one, children, and so it just becomes children's, the same as it would for the singular. But for a normal plural, like ball becoming balls, if you want to have the plural possessive, you put the apostrophe after the S. So these are things possessed by the plural balls. And if you did it with the apostrophe before the S, that would be singular. Now, a couple of problems. One that causes a lot of people difficulty is its. The problem is that we have two different meanings for its. There's the possessive, and then there's the contraction for it is or it has. The contraction is the one that gets the apostrophe. The possessive does not get an apostrophe. This is the sort of the one possessive that doesn't get the apostrophe. And that's just because of the conflict with the contraction. Okay, one other problem that gives people some difficulty is that there are a few words, like Jesus and Moses, which form the possessive just by adding an apostrophe. Jesus, for Jesus' sake, for Moses' sake. There's no extra apostrophe, no extra S after the apostrophe. This rule is kind of phonetically based, and it's based on the word ending with z's. So Jesus, Moses, because if you tried to put the apostrophe S on the end, you'd get Jesus's and Moses's, which are a little bit awkward to say, so you just have the apostrophe. But if you have words that end in S, but which are not z's on the end, they still get apostrophe S. So my last name, Karplus, to make the possessive, it's Karplus's. It's not Karplus without the z's. So it's only a few words that get this bare apostrophe for the possessive, and it's phonetically based, not based on the spelling of ending with an S. That's probably all you need to handle apostrophes correctly.